You're not coming in. No. No, you're not ours. I don't know how we're going to get rid of you. Hello, cheeky boy. Morning. This is the day after the night before. We're pretty good. We're considering the amount of cocktails we had, we're doing all right. It's a different day today, gotta be said. Bit blowy, little bit drizzly. We've only got about five hours to do today, but not going to do loads of filming. I've got so much footage that I need to wade through at some point, so I might just do stuff across the next couple of days. So what you're about to see is kind of a combination of a couple of days prior to us going into Liverpool. All right, yay! Bye, Wigan.
Trencherfield Mill, 1907.
Trencherfield Mill is a former cotton mill built in 1907. It closed in 1968. The 2,500 horsepower steam engine has been retained within the building, which is now used for commercial and leisure purposes, as well as dwellings. The engine can still be seen in steam on selected days.
And that's Wigan Pier, is it? I was expecting something a bit more dramatic. Certainly a bit different today, Mrs. Lumsden. Oh, this'll blow our suntans off. Not keen on these double locks, gotta be said. No, it's a long way round. And then you shut the door and then you notice one of the other doors has swung open, you've got to walk all the way back round again to do it. And then you come to ones where you can't actually release the anti-vandal mechanism. So then you're on one paddle, so then it's torturously slow because there's so much water to either get out or get in. Not enjoying them, but just have to see it in a different light, I guess, don't we? But it feels like you need double crew almost. I think single-handers must have to work really hard on these. They're a beast. I'll never sell house creams going that fast. There's a bit of nice stuff we've seen since Wigan. Very nice. Nice moorings. A bit quirky. Me and Mrs. L should be doing, really. We'll do it tomorrow. Nice place this. This is Crook, I believe. Going off the name of that pub, the Crook Hall Inn. Yeah. Quite a pretty little place. Pretty little bridge. Nice moorings here. A bit more sheltered as well. We're out of that wind down here. I tell you what, I could be on the River Severn. Look at the width of that canal behind me. And you got all the trees, like steep-sided trees, and you forget you're on a canal. It's really lovely though. It's a lot more sheltered now. Now we've got the trees. Mrs. Lumsden found a range this morning. She does like to have a few flowers at the bow around the front door and windows, and that's going to be this summer's theme: sunflowers. It's going to look pretty, but I think the traditional boaters are going to go, what on earth has he done to that boat? What's this place? Raining. Get under this bridge, missus.
Johnny Cates.
No, I'm alright. So, we're hiding underneath this motorway bridge. The wind is causing absolute havoc with the boat because it's like a wind tunnel. It's stopping, isn't it?
I think so. Let's get have a look at the lock.
Got a lock just over there. Mrs. L.
Okay.
Looking pretty in pink.
And wet.
It's gonna get it ready. How things change. This is Dean Lock. That's a leaky old thing, isn't it? I bet this lock's always full once it's left alone for a bit. Everything you come to is slightly different. Different locking mechanisms, different keys required. You have to come to every obstacle armed with windlass, anti-vandal key, BWB key. Just pull this, twist that, do that, pull here. It's a deep one, missus. Oh, it's a big one. This is Elle chatting up the locals, as she does. That one is. It's got 12-foot depth, I think. But it looks so much bigger when you're in them than when you're on them. Nice bridge. We're approaching a place called Parbold. lunch. Go to the sailless windmill, Mrs. Lumsden. There might be a pub here. Here's Mrs. Sell. At the windmill. I like it. Oh, really? The Parbold windmill was built in 1794, but pretty soon the windmill couldn't keep up with the demand, so the owners built two steam-powered mills, one on the opposite side of the canal to the windmill, and the other in the nearby town of Burscough, which you'll see shortly. This windmill therefore became redundant by 1850, but since then it's been used for many things. It currently houses an art gallery. Is that strange noise coming off that human? Don't really like that glass ball water feature. That's better than John Johnson's water feature, that is.
Oh, don't say that. John really
I'm only
likes
saying to test whether he actually watches any of my vlogs.
Strange.
So this is where the Rufford branch disappears off the Leeds Liverpool. Goes to the sea, I think, ultimately. It goes to the Ribble Link. Nice bridge here though. 1816 the bridge. Coming into Burscough now, or Burscough, or Burscough. We'll find out later what the locals call it. Well, this mill, that is now apartments, belonged to the bloke who owned the windmill that we saw earlier. He also owned a mill right across the canal from the windmill. That went a long time ago, but this one survived and was turned into apartments, so very nice they are too. So here we are in the Thirsty Duck in Burscough. If you've never tried this before, you really ought to give it a go. It's about 8.4%. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is really lovely round here. This is like the back of the Thirsty Duck, this lovely courtyard. Lots of businesses and stuff. This one made me laugh. Window to the womb. Well, no, it's a Thai spa. There's a couple of bars over there. Cactus. What's it? Cactus Rays, live music and stuff. Sushi bar. It's the place to be on a Friday night in Burscough, isn't it? Oh God, she's had 2 of those. I think we've found a friend. Meow. Hello. He's from about 2 boats down. We made a fuss of him on our way to the pub, and now we can't get rid of him. So welcome to the bedroom. I'm not going to show you Mrs. Lumsden in bed, but we've picked up a visitor. This guy made friends with us last night. Meowing at the back of the boat today. So I've let him in, he was soaking. He's made himself comfortable with Mrs. L. I don't know how we're going to get rid of you. Hello, cheeky boy. Look at him. He's well looked after. He's not a stray. I bet he makes friends with every boater that comes down here. You, look at his paws. So today we are heading towards the outskirts of Liverpool in readiness to go in tomorrow. And it's been doing this all morning, but now it's stopped. So we're, 20 to 11 in the morning. We've only got about a 5-hour cruise to do today. So let me just show you this thing out here. I think he's off another boat. He came in last night, ate a load of old kebab that we didn't eat. And then this morning he came in, bedraggled, snuggled in with Mrs. L. And now he's back. He's been gone for about an hour or so, so he's definitely been going somewhere. You're not coming in? No. No, you're not ours. We're going in a minute. It's all about these again today. It's all about upsetting drivers. Here we go. Lovely they are. If you're into that sort of thing, plastic houses, they're very pretty, very nice. Gary's Brick Marina. We'll be seeing the real liver birds tomorrow. And another swing bridge. It's a day of swing bridges today. It's a nice house. And another swing bridge. This bridge matches our boat.
Because it's blue.
Yes. There you go, that's the last one of those today. God. It's been a day of those and they've all been troublesome. Yeah, some of them, the lights haven't been working properly, so there's no indication that the electrics are going to work on the electric ones. It's faffing around and then you press the go button eventually because you don't want it to sort of fail halfway through and sort of hope for the best. Another one, everything was working. The barriers dropped, but then the swing bridge didn't open. I gave it a kick, I could see it moved. So I took my finger off the go button praying that that meant it wouldn't all lock out. But anyway, I was able to push the gate open. So I don't know what was going on there. Another one where it was the handcuff key needed to open it up. Couldn't put it back on properly. Had to find another place to lock it back up. Just been troublesome. They're so slow, so you can see the drivers getting irate because everything has to go through its process, but there's like a 10-second gap between barriers coming down, gate lifting up a little bit, then gate moving round slowly, and then the whole process in reverse. And it's just like, I know it's health and safety and all that, and I suppose the slower things are, the less maintenance they're going to need because they don't go banging shut and stuff like that. But I don't know, when you do 10 of them in a day and they're just every one of them is troublesome, it becomes quite stressful. Mrs. Lumsden lost the barge pole off the roof at one point, so that was a bit difficult because it was trapped down the side of the boat, and I had to come back from the gate. Then I've just knocking some stakes in, and I've let go of the bloody lump hammer. That's now the bottom of the cut. It's very deep, and I don't think I've got a magnet strong enough for that, so luckily I've got a reserve hammer. So it's just like, if it could go wrong today, it's gone wrong. I'm kind of glad I didn't have the cameras running, but anyway, here we are at Melling. This is beautiful. This is like, there's the distant sound of the motorway, but it's just really peaceful around here. I've seen one bloke, he said, yeah, you're safe here, mate, you're safe here. It's dead, actually, it's dead. You're right, you're fine here, fine. So I reckon we're fine. So I think there's a pub somewhere up there, so we're going to go and have a look for that and chill out. I might have an early night, I slept badly last night. Don't know what it was, but anyway, I did. Stop me moaning. Right, here we go, bye-bye.